Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dialed Minds. Wow, I'm so happy how this show's been taking off. We've been building a community of like-minded people who've been listening along to the content and hopefully getting a lot out of it. Today, we have another guest, Andriana Petrakis, a tennis champion ranked number 5 in the world and number 1 in Australia. Andriana's positive mindset has been able to push her along for years and years to be a great tennis player, an influential leader, and someone so special to be around. Welcome.
Thank you, Josh. I feel very delighted and honoured to be here.
Welcome to the Dialed Minds podcast. I'm your host, Josh Arnold. Each episode, we dive into the minds of high performers, from trailblazing business owners and founders to iconic sports heroes and everyday legends who've carved out their own path to success. We're unpacking real stories from real people to answer the big question: what does success truly mean? So whether you're chasing a dream, building something from the ground up, or simply looking for a spark of inspiration, you're in the right place. Let's dial in. Andriana, we met a couple years ago at a NDIS Disability Services event. Your mindset and your personality is what has always inspired me the last couple years in this industry, and to find out that you've been a tennis player playing all around the world with people with disability, really striving to be the best, and all while doing that you've worked so hard to show other people how to have a positive mindset and how to get involved with tennis and pickleball as well. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how all of that started for you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andriana Petrakis, and I am a tennis player with mild autism here in Adelaide. I have been playing tennis at the age of 9. My parents had introduced me to tennis because my parents couldn't afford speech and occupational therapies for me during that time. Tennis was excellent for my hand-eye coordination, fitness, social skills, community participation, and meeting new people. I am 22 years old. On Saturday afternoons, I play for Memorial Drive Tennis Club in the mainstream club competition in Division 1 women's team. I have represented Australia internationally in my intellectual disability category. Went to Poland in 2022 for European Summer Games in Poland. I went to France for 2023's Global Games. Last year in 2024, I went to Annecy in France for the World Tennis Championships. In May this year, I went to Kazakhstan for the World Tennis Championships. I attend to the disability tournaments in some different states around Australia, and I also compete in mainstream tournaments, some of them locally here in South Australia mostly. I am an Adelaide born and bred with Greek heritage. In my intellectual disability category, I am ranked number 1 in Australia and ranked number 5 in the world. My dream is to become ranked number 1 in the world internationally for the intellectual disability category. I work as an assistant tennis coach with Tennis SA for kids, teenagers, and adults with disabilities. I have worked as a pickleball coach previously. Tennis has given me a purpose in life. Tennis has also given me lots of amazing opportunities, like traveling around the world, competing in matches in our country. It also has given me motivational speaking and coaching job throughout my tennis opportunities. I feel very blessed, honored, privileged, grateful, humbled, and honored with all awesome opportunities throughout my tennis.
That's fantastic, Andriana. I really love to hear it. And how do you prepare yourself knowing you're going into a world tennis championship? How do you mentally prepare yourself to do well?
When I compete my tennis, I mentally stay on the zone as usual. I do my warm-up exercises before my matches, and I also do some warm-up practice hits before my tennis competitions and tournaments. So naturally, I am a positive, hardworking, self-motivated, kind-hearted person and a resilient tennis player. After my competitions and tournaments, I also do my cool down exercises with various stretches.
Right. And you've got a good support work and a good support network around you and a good team to help you get across to the other side of the world and play some great tennis.
Yes, my main number one support is my family, which I love you guys as my family. So thank you for your ongoing support, care, and love towards me. I also have Tennis SA and Tennis Australia for supporting me professionally throughout my tennis journey. So thank you, team from Tennis SA and Tennis Australia. There are other people that I know personally and professionally out here and out there supporting me as their biggest special fans. Yay! So thank you for all the support, and it just keeps me going. Can't explain. It's because my family and the tennis people keep going with the support in every journey and parts of my learning curves.
That's great. And that's what I love about having the friendship and relationship that we have together, Andriana, is you're always so positive to get out there and have a go. And I love nothing more than when I'm sitting at work and get an email to hear the updates of your tennis and what you've been involved in, or some keynote speaking or awards nights. I know you're definitely a winner at getting nominated at some awards and things like that. And yeah, I really like that. But when we met a couple years ago, you were a keynote speaker and my jaw was on the floor. It was such a special story to find out, how it all started for you and obviously how the NDIS and everything was a lot different back then when we were both a lot younger. So the fact that your parents got you into tennis to actually help you with other things, and it ended up turning into probably a really, really beneficial thing for your life.
Yes, I agree.
Right. When we met a couple of years ago and you said you were nonverbal until you were 5, and obviously because your parents couldn't afford to send you into a speech pathologist and stuff like that in occupational therapy, and tennis really helped you with that communication.
Before, when I started playing tennis at the age of 9, when I was very little, since my whole life, I had speech and occupational therapies beforehand.
Okay.
At the time when I started playing tennis, that's when my parents couldn't afford speech and occupational therapies for me that time financially.
Right. Yeah. And so you were saying on the way here that you were nonverbal till you were 5. Is that right?
Yes, when I was nonverbal from when I was very little, and my first word was bubbles at the age of 5.5.
Oh, fantastic. You would have had to do a lot of work to build up your speech and stuff like that. And now no one would know the difference. You're always cracking on with a stellar speech and career.
Back then, I wasn't aware or didn't realize for myself from when I started talking. It's just because my family had supported me, and speech therapy for me to learn how to communicate verbally.
Great. Awesome. What's the next steps moving forward for you?
In what way?
In tennis, life, mindset? What are your goals for the next year?
My goals is for my tennis, I would like to go to different countries and compete in different states around Australia for mainstream tournaments. And of course, I would like to be ranked number 1 in the world internationally for my other goals in tennis. In life, my goal is to keep reaching out to others positively and keep encouraging others to do the best they can in different areas throughout life. Also, my goal is to receive some opportunities for public speaking at different places around Australia and maybe some international countries with English speaking world only at some point in the future. And I would like to say to all of you guys as kids, teenagers and adults, please never give up on who you are. Keep working hard. Remember to keep following your dreams when achieving your own goals. Keep living life to the fullest. And to remember to stay positive. Please be respectful of each other's cultural backgrounds and all abilities. My other goal is to remain positive and staying strong for myself and to everyone out here in Australia and the world with all your different endeavors. God bless you, everyone.
Thanks so much, Andriana.
You're welcome.
You've got such a positive mindset and such a good attitude. I'm sure a lot of people listening will feel so special to be able to listen to you and get good mentorship and advice from you as well. Obviously, you've had to build yourself up to play in different countries around the world and all over Australia. You've probably had to overcome a lot of different experiences and being away from home all the time and things. And I think that would put a lot of pressure on you, but you always have a positive mindset to show other people just to get out there and have a go and stay humble while they're at it. So I really appreciate that. We were talking on the way here about the tennis coaching and stuff you're doing for people with disabilities and some adults and kids. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, I started working as an assistant tennis coach with Tennis SA since 2 years ago on the 22nd of October 2023. I felt privileged, honored, grateful, and humbled that I have received this opportunity or offer from Tennis SA to get an assistant tennis coaching job role. It buzzed me out as well because I have no words to explain because everything is so inspiring, rewarding, and very positive from my own successful dreams for what I can do as a person and a tennis player. Thank you to my family and Tennis SA for my own self-belief and giving me this job opportunity, which I love working as an assistant tennis coach. And I also enjoyed my experience as a pickleball coach as well. There were some differences between pickleball coaching and tennis coaching. It's just the way the gameplay works and different equipments. Because, for example, pickleball have more bouncy balls, and evidently tennis balls are more firm, hard, with lots of hard bounce like this. Boom, boom, boom. There you go.
It's a privilege that the students you get to coach as an assistant tennis coach, they must really build up their skills being able to play with someone who plays tennis around the world.
Yes, Josh, that's a great point.
And that, I'm sure they appreciate so much all the help that you give them to be able to play good tennis, and even probably off the court as well. I think with your attitude and how positive you are, people must feel so special at the end of the session.
Yes, that's right, Josh. Most kids look up to me and they feel happy with themselves that they are improving their tennis skills day by day.
How does that feel for you, knowing that people get to go home with so much value after either listening to you, talking to you, or getting the opportunity to actually play tennis with you?
It makes me feel as a confident person because I showed the kids, teenagers, and adults with disabilities from what I've been teaching them on basic drills with tennis and telling them what to do from what they could work on throughout their journey in life. It's to make them as a better tennis players in the future. Hopefully that will be their own pathway, which I'm wishing for them to do if they're interested to play tennis in the future.
For sure. Where are you off to next for tennis?
Next month, for the Intellectual Disability or Autism Tournament, I'll be going to the Gold Coast and compete there.
Awesome. And you get to stay there for, is it a few days, or do you stay for a week or so when you go?
I'll be there on the 4th of September till 7th of September.
Great.
So not long.
Yeah. And how do you find the support with Tennis Australia and things like that? Do they help you get over to the Gold Coast and things like that as part of your tennis? Or do you go with family?
No. I go with one of my parents, mostly my mum, and to some different states, it was my dad. But Tennis Australia mostly helps with financial stuff for players, like with travel, accommodation, and some other stuff that Tennis Australia supports.
That's fantastic. Well, I'm sure you'll absolutely smash the games coming up, and yeah, you said that you've got you're finished with the overseas travel for the year, which is good. So you get to sort of enjoy some time back at home before, I'm sure next year you'll be off to another country. Is that locked in at this stage?
We don't know yet because it's confidential.
Okay. Oh, so you find out a little bit before.
Maybe.
That's great. Yeah. Awesome. Is there anything that you would want listeners to hear about getting up and having a go? A lot of our listeners, they might own a business, or they might be in sports or branding or sort of a personal brand and things like that. What do you want them to go home and take home after listening to the episode with you?
Yes, Josh. I would like to say to the audience out here and out there with sports and businesses, please give it a go, because you got this, everyone. I would like you to remain positive, to stay brave, staying strong, And please don't feel afraid to find different opportunities in life within your own respective sports and your respective inspiring businesses. So good luck to you, everyone with various sports and businesses. Go get them, Tiger.
Thanks so much, Andriana. And
You're welcome.
I'm sure they appreciate so much. And our episodes come out fortnightly on a Thursday, so sometimes people are getting a bit tired by the end of the week. So I'm definitely sure once they listen to this on the Thursday morning, people will get a lot of good attitude and a positive mindset to keep pushing through the rest of the week, because you know what it's like. Sports can be pretty challenging, and so can business as well. So by us building this community of people, they can listen to shows like this and get out there and have a go. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. And thank you very much, Josh.
No worries. Awesome. All right. If anyone wants to follow along with Andriana's journey, she has a tennis Facebook page. Andriana Petrakis, is it, on tennis?
Yes, Andriana Petrakis.
Yeah. And she is playing around the world as a tennis champion. Is ranked number 1 in Australia and number 5 in the world at the moment. Hopefully we can get that to number 1 in the world. I know that's Andriana's dream and has been her dream for the couple of years that I've known her. And she's just got a great attitude and a mindset. So thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Josh.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Josh Arnold, and I hope today's episode gave you a fresh perspective, a little motivation, or the push you needed to keep chasing your version of success. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to hit subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, stay focused, stay driven, and keep your mind dialed in.